You're watching Life Report, pro-life talk, real-world answers. Life Report trains people to more effectively defend their pro-life beliefs while honestly examining the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. We're the show other pro-lifers may have warned you about. This is Life Report.
Welcome to Life Report. Oh wait, I forgot. Grace wants me to look at the camera when I say welcome to Life Report. It's just I'm not good at it.
You have to engage.
It's just you should look your audience in the eye.
I should. I'm just so busy
them.
like mixing and those little things behind.
Well, you could always let someone else welcome people to Life Report.
You just because you want. I will let you host a show one day, but this is not that day. Okay. Topic today. One of my favorite episodes, or topics at least, that we've ever done was in the early
days,
the dark ages,
Life Report,
good old days,
classic.
What are you saying?
What? The good old days. It was great. You could buy candy for a penny. It was amazing.
Walk uphill to school both ways
in the snow, barefoot.
One of my, I just moving on. I'm just. Both ways, uphill. Okay.
You've never heard that before?
I have heard that before.
He just wanted to know where the show went.
Oh.
He was in charge.
It was at the top of the hill.
Not the direction I was gonna go.
But this great episode.
Life Report Classic. We did it was episode 22, and I'll link to it on the blog. So if you haven't heard it, it was where I actually just re-listened to it the other day, just to kind of like because it's been forever. Mm-hmm. The 4 weakest pro-life bumper stickers ever.
I love bumper stickers.
Do you have any on
your car? This is a
No,
weird thing for
I
you
have
to
none
say.
on
What
my
does
car.
it even mean that you love bumper stickers?
I love laughing at them on the freeway. I love seeing stupid ones and pointing them out to people. And I really enjoyed our bumper sticker episodes.
Right.
I love bumper stickers, and I have none on my car.
Okay.
So.
And what's the one that you have on your car?
I don't have one on my car.
Oh, you don't have one. You did back then when we recorded it. You had, I think.
I did, but I don't remember. What I had on my car at that point.
It was a decent one though. Let's just start with this question before I'll point. We'll talk about some bad pro-life bumpers, but let's just ask this. And we didn't really do this in that first time we did it. But what should be the point of a bumper sticker?
Soundbite.
Yes.
Or sight bite. Since you're not hearing anything.
Sight bite?
Well, you're not hearing anything. It's not a sound bite, but it's short.
I need coffee.
You're supposed to look at it. I'm losing it.
I am just curious as to. I'm.
All right.
I'm lost. I think. First of all,
it shouldn't be to annoy somebody.
Well, that depends.
It depends on if you want your car vandalized.
A pro-life one should not be too annoying.
Yeah, and I'm kind of going towards that.
Yeah,
I don't care what you're, if you want to have, I'm against stupid jerks that drive on the, I don't care, you want to do that, fine. Pro-life bumper sticker.
I think it needs to be a very exact and eloquent soundbite, something that's very, very, very brief that portrays a strong point.
A strong point. So it's not just to identify that you're a pro-life person.
No, I think it can, but I think that in and of itself is a strong point.
Just that you're pro-life. That's a strong point. Half of people say they're pro-life. Is that really a strong point?
You put it on your car, you're identifying yourself as it.
It makes people see it as more common.
When I wore abortion is homicide sweatshirt to college. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
think that's a stronger point than just anything. Identifying.
So are you saying like if your sticker just said pro-life?
Right.
I think it can have an effect. I mean, think of how many other stickers just identify. You have people put like a breast cancer ribbon on their car. All that says is I support breast cancer.
I'm saying good, better, best. Even better to me is something that both identifies that you're a pro-life person and makes a point.
Thank you for saying research, because I always hear people say like with the stickers like I support breast cancer. What?
Because you're in favor of it. No.
I'm in support. Yeah. Everyone's against them.
No, but I was literally waiting for you to finish that to see if I could pick you apart. Because people don't say research.
There you go. But and political stickers are the same way. Right. I mean, you've got there's still Obama, Biden stickers everywhere. Right. And it does make a point. When I'm on my college campus, the majority of stickers that I see are probably Obama, Biden stickers. That tells me something about the campus.
Yeah.
And about
it does communicate something. Yeah. I agree. It does communicate something. I'm saying, but my preference would be for a bumper sticker to both identify that you're
Yes.
pro-life and actually make people think.
Okay, well then
I like that.
Then let me ask you this question.
Yes.
If you say like having just pro-life or something, a bumper sticker that says that isn't the best, what is the reaction you get when you see a sticker that says like
Pro-choice?
Basically that's it. Isn't there a reaction to that? Isn't that still making a pretty strong statement?
Yes, but it'd be stronger if it had my body, my choice, or how can you trust me with a child if you can't trust me with choice?
Correct.
The two of the
Because
most
no one
powerful
changes their mind on
stickers.
anything just because they see the person driving in front of them is of a different position.
Right.
And so
But-
shouldn't our goal be to actually win hearts and minds and not just, say, I'm pro-life.
But for me to put that on my car that I'm driving
You wouldn't
around,
be able to read it.
I mean, I like In-N-Out or something like that. I'm not gonna. I don't. Well, I guess I could, but I'm just
A
saying.
lot of people do have
could.
In-N-Out stickers on
That
their
was
cars.
my point. Is what I was saying. But no, you if you're gonna put that on your vehicle, by doing so, you're making a bit of a statement.
Okay, I
regardless.
agree with that.
Right,
Okay,
but it would be better for
to
it to
save
also
us
make
time.
an argument.
Hold on. Can we all agree, among the three of us, that while it can make a statement, just putting pro-life on your car, that it's better to have something that identifies that you're pro-life and makes people think?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Not completely.
Why not?
Oh.
No.
Why?
No. I want us to continue, and that will be developed.
Go ahead.
Well, here, let me ask you this question:
Yes.
Are you against the Jesus fish?
I'm not against it, but
Symbols
at
are
the
powerful.
same time, no. I think symbols are. I'm not saying it's not effective at all, or there's no point to having, that on your car. I'm just saying it seems better to me to have there's some great pro-life bumper stickers out there that not only identify you but also make people think.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Like Josh and my favorite
That's
bumper
better,
stickers.
right?
We each have a favorite bumper sticker, and they're much better than just something.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't we continue on, and then we'll.
All right.
Then we'll start
All right.
giving some examples.
Okay.
and we'll
So, for
explain my
example, the
position.
bumper sticker on our car,
Which is awesome.
thank you, is one of those that it clearly we are pro-life, but I've actually seen in my rear view mirror people pointing to it and talking amongst themselves,
Yeah.
like having a discussion now.
And you want to explain what your bumper sticker is?
The bumper sticker is a seal on one side
little baby
and a
seal.
little baby on the other side, and it says "Guess which one isn't protected."
Yeah.
Making the point that it's weird that we protect seals and eagles and all that.
There's another good one with the seal that just says, it has the little seal, and it's holding a fetus, and it says "Save the baby humans."
Yeah,
That's a really good one. Kind of goes along with that.
I like mine better, but yeah,
my
that
favorite,
point makes people think.
My favorite, which I don't have, I need to get and put on my car. My car is fairly new to me, so I haven't put anything on it. But my favorite is, as a former fetus, I oppose abortion.
Yes, that's a very good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I
think it helps with the
that makes
ethos
people think.
It
along
does.
with that.
Right?
It's
It
good.
says I oppose abortion, but it also makes people think. That's better, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we've agreed now.
No.
No, why not?
All right. Andrew, what's your favorite bumper sticker? Pro-life bumper sticker.
I just want to hear an argument. I just want to understand what your argument is.
I am trying to
You haven't yet
gather enough
formulated
evidence.
it? Okay.
No. I'm trying to gather enough
Okay.
evidence to
Okay.
answer the question, so we're not running in circles with an argument.
Okay.
My favorite is probably every abortion stops a beating heart, or abortion stops a beating.
And why do you like that bumper
Oh, Josh and I fought about this one.
Really, I like it because it
sticker? No, I'm
is.
fine with it.
Oh no, we fought about
We
abortion
thought
is
about something
murder.
else. Yeah.
Okay. Because it is short. But it portrays something that a lot of people don't know,
I agree.
and it's something
good.
that is
Effective.
is very effective in my opinion. Because
And why is it better than just a bumper sticker that says pro-life to you?
I'm not saying that it technically is better.
Really?
Really.
It's okay,
Really?
Josh. It's okay.
Because a bumper sticker, okay, if you see, and living in Fresno, and we have, it's a college city, you'll see people with like 30 bumper stickers on the back of their car.
Right.
And there's some comedian that makes a joke about this. It's basically saying, yeah, I don't ever want to talk to you. Because if you're that openly,
Right. And they're all like 3 lines of words, or
yeah, but if you're that open and yelling basically from your vehicle, that is permanent, or at least You put it in a situation where it's going to be there for a long time, and you are always going to be associated with that. You are making a very, very strong point that this is how you are, and I think it kind of closes people up to have communication with you. Whereas pro-life could generate some type of communication. Now, I understand it's a bumper sticker, so you're not walking around handing out leaflets, something like that, so it's not encouraging that type of thing.
No.
But in a situation, if you're going to work, and you go work every day, and you work with 20, 50, 100 other people at work, and you have a lot of bumper stickers, you have some that are a little more in your face, and I'm all about that. I'm all about being in the face. You are not going to have conversations with people.
Okay.
If you have pro-life, you can.
Here's how I'm going to destroy your argument. Okay.
Okay.
Here's
Josh,
my thought.
Before you destroy his argument, can I say one thing?
Fine.
That was an evil laugh. I think you guys are both approaching what a bumper sticker is for differently.
Okay.
I'm hearing two different things.
Yes.
Josh, you're seeing it
Which
as
is
an
why
extension.
I didn't want to start yet, because you would do this. You
Right.
would jump right into it.
What I'm looking at, Josh, is you're seeing it, and I see it in a similar way, as a mini argument, as kind of what we do here, condensed and put on your car. What's the best way in a short phrase you can start to change someone's mind? I think what Andrew's looking at more like is a symbol and an affiliation with a group, which why it doesn't seem to us as effective as an argument, because we use arguments so much. I actually think that as a symbol, it could be more effective. And that's one thing I've kind of been sorry that the pro-life movement doesn't have like one symbol that seems to identify. We don't have a Nike swoosh. We do have the precious feet. That's a little harder to put on your car.
Because if you blow it up, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it looks like beach toes.
True.
But something like that where
I want him to make his argument, so then I can destroy his argument with my counter argument, because I already know that I have him beat.
Okay. Here's the thing. I agree. You're wrong in your assumption of what I think about his thing.
You never start with you're wrong. You immediately had her put up walls, and you lost her.
Here's the thing.
No,
you
I'm
wanted to
still
hear my
here.
argument. It's my argument. I agree that his thing is you're affiliating yourself. All I'm saying is that we can do both at the same time. We can affiliate ourselves. Yes, we can, and make an argument.
See, but there's now
you can't make the pro-life argument without affiliating yourself.
It's an argument if you are I'm being a little.
Do you put people who put a fish on the back of their car?
Yes.
It simply
just says I'm a Christian.
It just says I'm a Christian.
Right.
Do you think that's wrong?
That if you look at that car and then you look at the car that says, KNOW Jesus, no peace, or whatever, a big Bible verse on the back of the car, or a huge picture of Jesus with a couple other there's a different scenario. Or if somebody says something like, you'll burn in hell without Jesus on the back of their car.
Yeah, so I would say that's worse.
That's much, but it's much more it's much more an argument. It's much more in your face.
Yeah.
Than just the fish.
My clarification would be this. I think that I've got a list here of my favorite pro-life bumper stickers, and none of them are in your face like that. They're making good arguments that are designed to make people think.
But a pro-choice person might consider it in your face.
Sure, but it's not in your face like you're going to hell if you're pro-choice. Some Christian bumper stickers kind of sort of go that route. Does that help?
No. Okay, yes. I think we need to do this because
I think, you keep going all day.
Yeah, you listing these off will help my argument.
Okay, so when we did this the first time, we talked about the bumper stickers. I said these were weak bumper stickers. I said, I think, therefore, I'm pro-life. I think that's a weak bumper sticker because it implies that pro-choicers are idiots, right?
Yeah,
do we agree on that?
I'm like, okay, I think, therefore, I am. I know that where you took that from, but it really doesn't make sense how it necessarily
It's not a good.
applies.
There's another one. This is, I think, so far my all-time least favorite. If Mary was pro-choice, there would be no Christmas.
We talked about that argument.
That's an actual bumper sticker, dude. As if God would choose a pro-choice woman, as the vessel for Jesus Christ.
We have talked about that argument before. If Hitler's mom was pro-choice, there would be no Holocaust.
Thank you, which is awesome. One of the best sound bites you've ever made on this show, I think. I actually
Except
wrote that.
It's terrible.
No, but it was a great way to argue against that.
All right.
Yeah.